You have to hear what The Rock just said about WWE, his latest run with the company, and WrestleMania 41. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what he had to say because it's pretty alarming. I will not lie. And this comes from someone who grew up being a Rock fan, okay? I had the action figures. I had the Brahma belt. I had the elbow pads with his logo on it. I mean, I was a Rock fan. And to see him come back in 2024, after years of not wrestling, to see him back at WrestleMania 40, to see him in the ring, doing so as a heel, doing some of the best work of his entire career, which says a lot for The Rock, one of the biggest names in the history of the wrestling business. When he returned to WWE, when his plans did not go awry, they did not go as originally planned, to see The Rock back in a WWE ring, it was truly, truly remarkable. And he's opened up about it. And honestly, he was probably more candid than we've ever got from The Rock in recent times. Now, if you recall, originally, he came back in January, he planted the seeds, which side of the table, or where should he sit at the table? And he said head of the table, right? It was the classic tease. And originally, he was going to blow up, essentially, WWE's plans of WrestleMania 40 with Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes, right? Cody Rhodes, he was going to win the Royal Rumble. He did that. He was supposed to go and challenge Roman Reigns, our tribal chief, for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship and do it for the second straight year, right? WrestleMania 39, he fell short, yada, yada, yada. He was going to complete his freaking story. And The Rock said, nah, no, you're not. And so they teased it. They teased Rock, Roman, and it blew up in their faces. WWE, they had to pivot. The Rock had to pivot. The Rock had to admit that he was wrong. That it was really Cody Rhodes' year to finish the story. So what happened? Well, WrestleMania 40, we have Rock, Roman. They go over Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes night 1. Night 2, Rock is involved. Everybody and their dog is involved. Roman Reigns' entire bloodline is involved. And Cody Rhodes wins the championship. Following night, Monday Night Raw, they tease Rock versus Cody. Okay? That's your quick summary of this feud. Now, The Rock did an interview with ESPN, and there's two batches of quotes that I want to cover because I think they're really, really remarkable. Let's start off with his run. Okay? So he's speaking with ESPN. He's talking about his return run. He said, I have never in my entire career felt more pressure and more heat to deliver than I ever did during this run. Number one, the idea of coming back and what that means. Then being granted complete ownership of The Rock name and that entire trademark and everything with it. There's that pressure. Then the pressure of pivoting on a storyline that had been brewing for 2 years, and quite frankly and privately, we always knew we had the mega match with Roman and I in our back pockets. It feels incredibly gratifying to be able to deliver that way that we did as a team, and the most gratifying thing about this entire journey. Now, let's pivot and go to WrestleMania 41, right? This is what he had to say because he was talking about what it was like to get back into ring shape and everything like that, which is daunting when you're a 50-plus-year-old man. He said in regards to his in-ring return and potential future with WWE, he said, we are on the 1-yard line to create the biggest WrestleMania of all time and the biggest match of all time at WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas. I'll just leave it at that. Final boss style. So what is he referring to? WrestleMania 25, of course. He's referring to the Cody Rhodes match. Everybody and their mother wants to see this match. It's so funny. This storyline legitimately pivoted multiple times to different people across different years, right? We started out with, okay, we're going to get Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns. Then we went from, nope, we're not getting that. We're going to get Rock versus Roman. Then it went from, we are going to go and do a tag team match while simultaneously building up the championship match. Then we're going to go from Rock versus Roman, WrestleMania 41, to we're going to go to Rock Cody WrestleMania 41 with the likelihood of the trilogy being completed at WrestleMania 42 in 2026 with Rock versus Roman, right? Like that is a lot of moving parts. That's a lot to follow. That's a lot to try to keep on the tracks, right? And WWE, well, they're trying to do that with all parties involved. Now, obviously, we haven't seen Roman Reigns since WrestleMania 40. He's taking time off. He's being on a hiatus. And he'll be back whenever to seemingly... You got to give WWE credit in this regard, too, because, like, it's not like he's coming back and he's feuding with The Rock or he's feuding with Cody Rhodes. He's coming back for Solo Sikoa. That's what they're lining up for. That is our WrestleMania 41, night one main event. That's what they're going to go for. He's not going after Rock. He's not going after Cody. And then you can get Roman Rock in 2026, right? Like, that's where they're going. And it was remarkable because while you had Roman versus Cody, which was a major, major match for the second straight year, the focus, the build, the promos really wasn't targeted towards that, right? When it came to Cody Rhodes, he was going after The Rock, and The Rock was going after Cody Rhodes. Heck, you could make the case Seth Rollins, he was just a body in there, right? And that's what they did. And Roman and Cody was kind of like this afterthought of, well, yeah, this match is happening, but kind of thing. But it's going to be a major, major match come 2025. The build to WrestleMania is going to be a lot of fun. It's not going to be as chaotic as this year, I don't think, unless they just pivot way, way around. I'm hoping, I'm expecting, I would be shocked if they don't, but I'm expecting to see a Rock heel run again, but as a single star this time, really. And that is going to be a lot of fun because unlike 2003, he was able to not only do promos on TV, but he was also going to be able to do it on social media. And the beauty about doing promos on social media, and we haven't seen this from anybody else, is the fact that you can really, really push the envelope with what you say. Now, I understand a lot of people are going to be like, well, it's The Rock. He can say whatever he wants. And it's like, yes, Eeyore, he can. It is The Rock. But at the same time, it's different. It's special. It's unique. We don't get it. Let's go with it, right? That's what made that so much fun. And so the possibility of them continuously building on that and really having a hyper focus on building Rock versus Cody rather than, okay, we have to build Roman versus Cody. We have to build this tag team match. And oh, by the way, we have to build Rock versus Cody for the following year. That's a lot to juggle. That's a lot to push. But me, for one, I am ready to go. I want to see this match. I want to see this feud. I cannot wait to see this. Let's roll.